Hi everyone, in my last video I discussed the concept of a deva and how we're all developers at our level of creation, and how we can eventually move to different levels of creation if we're granted other development privileges within the greater computer or system in which we exist of creation. But in this video I wanted to put a little bit of a humorous turn to it and explain how deva or devi or can be used as a greeting, if you will. So, we have the expression, for example, some people of our generation say, "Hey man, how you doing?" Or "Hey dude, how you doing?" Right? And it's just a common terminology that's used these days. And I wanted to turn it and say, why don't we say, "Hey Dev, how you doing?" Right? "Hey Dev, what's up?" And see, because that term refers to everybody, in a sense, everybody that's here. And although man might not apply to everybody, if you're addressing a woman, for example, or dude might not apply to everybody if you're addressing a woman, or hey, who knows, one day maybe a member of another species, right? That we might come into contact with eventually. But Dev refers to everybody. "Hey Dev, how you doing?" I think it's an interesting one too, because when you're reminded that you're a developer, a certain amount of responsibility is associated to that as well, right? So it's not a bad thing to remind someone, you're a developer of this world in which you exist. You're granted a certain privilege to develop this world in which we all exist. And as such, it's important to remember that we should do so in a responsible way, right? A sustainable way, a responsible way, a good way. So why not call ourselves devas or devis? And why not call ourselves devs, right? And remind people, you are a dev, right? You're developing this world in which we exist. And as such, remember that while you're developing it. And remember that it's a great privilege to be able to develop this world, to build it, if you will, right? And to share it with others. So let's do that in the right way. Let's do that in a good way.